Hey, greetings everyone. This is Kamishida's Corner, and I'm making Thiboudienne. That's like a Senegalese jollof. My favorite. Well, I can't say it's my favorite. I love jollof rice, and I like Senegalese jollof rice the best. Sorry for all you Ghanaian Nigerians out there, but I like Senegalese jollof rice. It's the best to me. Anyway, I got my fish all seasoned right here. Ooh. And I'm about to put it in the pot. And I got my vegetables over here that I'm going to add to my stew. Afterwards, the only thing that's not over there is my, I'm watching a video, by the way. I'm watching YouTube. I was listening to my Christmas music, but apparently I can't record and listen at the same time. So, my oil is hot. Let me turn it back on. I turned it off because it was really hot. That's actually tuna. Okay, so most of my vegetables are ready. I do want to put a little potato in here, so I'm going to, sweet potato that is. Where's my peeler? I know I have a peeler. I have a peeler somewhere. There it goes. Now the fish is cooking. I'm gonna peel the potatoes so all the vegetables are ready to put in. Once the fish is done, I still have a little preparation to do with some of the seasoning. I just want to blend up my tomatoes and put a little garlic and onion in there as well. That's not cutting. I'm left-handed, so I'm used to all of this coming in, doing with my left hand, and this is made for the right hand, so it's driving me crazy. I'm not used to using this hand. Okay, that's good. Wait. I'm gonna put this in here, get that out of the way. I need another chopping board is what I need, but I don't have one. That's garbage. Put this up here. So how I've seen people do this is they fry the fish first, and then after the fish is fried, they take that out and they put that aside somewhere where it can stay warm, and then they add to the oil that the fish was fried in, so you have all the seasoning from the fish and all the flavor from the fish. Oh, I also have yuca. I want a little bit of sweet potato. I also want a little yuca. Oh, this is not cutting. This is hard. You see, I'm playing my YouTube, trying to watch the recipe at the same time. Wait, let me skip that. This is one hard potato. This is the purple potatoes. The one with the purple skin, the Japanese yams. It's a sweet potato. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's cut up. I also want to have some, put this up here, some cassava. Now it is right on off. I think it's working. Because the skin of a cassava is a pain in the butt to get off. Okay, well, it's not exactly coming off the way I want it to, but whatever best way you know to skin a cassava, and that is the way you use. Either way, I would be peeling it. Well, she used a spoon, my sister. She always used a spoon. Let me try a spoon. Oh, wait, I gotta pause this because she's doing something I'm not ready to do yet. Okay, you don't have to watch me do all of this. I'm gonna peel this and then I'll be back. Okay, so once you get it all peeled, you want to cut it, and like in the middle of the cassava there's like a little piece, like the core, that is really hard. Some people take it out after they boil it. You can take it out before the boil, after, but you definitely want to take that out because you can't eat that. And I'm gonna cut this. Okay. Like the little center part right there. I don't know if you can see it. Whoops. A little bit of the root growing into the potato. I'm just going to cut that off. Take off that side. Tomatoes. I like the vine ripened tomatoes. These are not washed yet, so I'm going to wash them. Just kind of put that on the side. Oh, make sure the stickers are. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm cooking and filming. My daughter's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh.
Okay. I'm making Thiboudienne. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm making Senagalese jollof with stew, with vegetables.
Do you have Gino's pizza number?
We are not getting no Gino's pizza. You hear her? She's asking me for Gino. I'm in here slaving over a hostel.
What are we gonna eat for breakfast?
Some wonderful good.
That's for dinner. Exactly. I'm
do
hungry right now. I'm starving.
There's some yassa in the fridge.
Yeah. Do you have the number for Gino's Pizza?
I'm not giving her the number to Gino's Pizza.
I don't know. Look it up on the internet.
I don't know how that works. she can't work my computer.
Cause I don't know.
I can't work my computer.
That's why I can't work it. I don't know.
she's waking up her other sister because she's back from basic training. She's not finished with her basic training, but she has a Christmas break, I guess. And when she's in the Army, of course, she joined the Army National Guard, and she be up in crack of dawn waking up the birds and the bees. So she thinks that now that she home, she can make everybody get up early when she used to be sleeping half the whole doggone day. That's what she used to do. Now that she's used to getting up early, everybody has to get up early. She's a piece of work. That's my daughter for you. That's my little jalapeno. My little jalapeno pepper. Tell you, always trying to do something. You know what? I think I might have to add a little water to this because I should have put the tomatoes in first. Oh well, let's see what happens. So we're going to use the same oil that the fish is coming out of because all the flavor from the fish, all the seasoning that I use to season the fish, that is left is gonna be seasoning for the, excuse me.
Jason is an angel. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, what is the Gino's number?
Oh my Lord, are you serious, Audra? There's food in the fridge.
I don't want that.
What do you want from Gino's? Pizza?
I want the ravioli. Eggplant parmesan.
Oh my goodness, the number is on my phone, but there's a number in here too. Come back here, look in this drawer. She's actually gonna really...
Mom, I have to finish my VDL food bucket list or all of my battle buddies are gonna yell at me.
Okay, I don't know what that stuff is, but it looks really gross. And I'm not keeping that in my pot. Don't kick the... So I'm going to show you guys all the juices that are in there in the pot. So I'm going to chop up some onions and put it in there, and we're going to start with the stew. So this is the onions I'm going to chop up. I don't remember chopping board. Breakfast because I'm in the kitchen.
Do you want something from Gino's? He's still on the phone.
No.
Okay, you got 5 seconds. What kind of soda? Can I get a bottle of Sprite?
I don't believe you. The grocery store is open,
okay,
you know.
Cans is fine. Can I get 2 cans of Sprite?
You could have just bought the...
Do they got beef open?
The Bruce's ginger beer if you wanted something to drink.
Is this steak?
Okay, wait. Don't come too far.
You sure you
No,
didn't want nothing,
that's
Mom?
fish. No, I don't want nothing. I'm cooking.
What is this? You can cook and still have food
That's
to eat.
cassava.
There's a lot of vegetables over
That's
here.
cassava.
I
Yes,
look
that's
at all
gonna
the
go
roots.
in the stew.
You didn't even wash your hands. I just woke up. What do I need to wash my hands for?
Oh my Lord, you touching my food and you not...
I
Thank
just
goodness.
woke up.
Can I have a big spoon, please? Dude, she's touching my food.
In my sleep?
With her, she's touching my food with her sleep fingers.
I changed my sheets literally like a week ago.
Yeah, they're dirty.
Because I spilled food on my bed.
They're dirty.
They're not dirty.
Mom, what's that?
That's fish, honey. It's
What
fish.
kind of fish?
The kind you
Tuna.
eat.
Thank you, Sophia. Welcome.
It's the kind you eat. And my oil got too cool. This should be...
That's because it's cold in here. Close the windows.
I turned the fire down a little too much. Oops.
I don't want to lose you now. Oh, are you still filming?
Ew, what's that?
I don't know. It's like the juices that came off the fish. I was like, ew,
I touched it.
it's really icky. Look, let me show you what it looks like. It's like some really ickiness that came off of the, oh, it's so gross. Look at that. Wait, where is it? It looks like, I don't know, like fat. I don't know, whatever it is, it's not staying in my pot. We just kindly took that off. Ew. Anyway. So we don't take the oil out of the pot. We don't take any of the seasoning and the dregs from the fish out of the pot because that's going to be like seasoning for the stew. Plus we have our dry seasonings that we're going to add into the stew. So we have the wet seasonings and the, can this go up here? So we're going to let the oils caramelize. And then of course we're going to add our dry seasonings. Now, I have a blend of dry seasonings that I put together. It's my own special blend. So, I'm going to add a whole tablespoon of seasoning. Oh, they're asking Alexa to play Black People Christmas music. Ah! You almost fell in my pot. Okay, hopefully that won't happen again. I don't believe. Oh, that smells really good. Okay, the oil, the onions are cooking good. Oh, fire's up high. What is wrong with my child? Okay, so I'm going to let that cook a little bit more. Now I'm going to add some tomato paste. So my youngest daughter doesn't want to give my oldest daughter hugs. Not nice, Ajwa, not nice. She has hurt her feelings. So this is a very... No, it's not, but, you know, sometimes we do things for the sake of others, even though we don't want to, because it brings them joy. And it's not going to hurt you to do that. It's not a form of abuse, so you can give in a little bit. So that, since this is just a really small can, I'm going to put the whole can for this pot. Okay, there we go. I forgot to add my green seasoning. So the same seasonings that I used to season my fish, I meant to put some of that in there with the onions, but I forgot. So So this is the last of my first jar. No, I had 3 jars of this. This is like a blend of pepper, onion, ginger, garlic. What else? There's a little scallion, leek, parsley, hot pepper, as well as bell pepper. So that should have went in there with the onions to saute, but that's okay. We just want to make sure that flavor is in there. All the wonderful flavors. So we're just kind of putting it in now. We're going to mix it in now. And I had 3 jars of this. And that's the last of the second jar. I have 1 more jar left. I got that recipe for that off of line as well. It's called by the Haitians epis. I think I'm pronouncing that right, epis. It's like a seasonal that they put in their black rice. And I use it for everything. It really is good. And all of the recipes used a lot of their fresh green seasoning. Like that blend. So I'm going to add some of that. Whoa, we're moving again. Alright, so that's in there, and I'm going to cover it back again. Let it continue to cook down. I'll be back.
Skin comes.
Looking and saying she don't know how to cut any vegetables, because I have to use a chopping board and this is not holding it still, so I can't really use a chopping board, and I don't know how to cut without a chopping board. Man, those sisters in Ghana, they be cutting everything with no chopping board. They just use the hands. I don't know how they do that. I really don't. I need a chopping board, or I will chop off my little fingers. Somebody get the door. Hey. How you doing? My daughter ordered her food and the delivery just got here. We order from them. All right, have a nice, enjoy your holidays. Don't work too hard. This is the guy that we always deliver from, because we order from this guy. Obviously too often, because he knows me. It's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, man. But my normal delivery person from that particular restaurant came. I'm like, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh. I do cook, but I do order some food too. You know what? Eggplant, or as they say in Ghana, aubergine. I think that's the Ghanaian name, the tree name for it, aubergine. So I'm adding, just going to push that in. And I realized I didn't buy the okra, so there will be no okra in this. But that is okay. Use what you have. And if you want, you know, this is a good time to taste the stew to find out if it's something missing. If you want it a little spicier or not. And I think I might add another Scotch bonnet pepper, or maybe I'll let it cook some more, maybe more of the spiciness from the pepper will come out eventually. I may add another thing of seasoning in there. Another teaspoon of the dry seasoning in there. Not right now, a little later, or maybe I should put it in there. Because why would I wait till later? You want it to cook with the seasoning.
Mom, they didn't send no more water?
What? Oh, I didn't order it. They don't just send it. You actually have to purchase it.
Oh, wow.
And then they'll send it. She's like, they didn't send any more water. I usually get water deliveries. I'm like, you kind of got to purchase it.
Well, why you didn't buy no water? You thirsty?
Well, I actually don't mind drinking tap water.
Blech.
It doesn't taste as good, but also you don't want to drink the same kind of water all the time. You don't always want to have alkaline water. You don't always want to have bottled water. You don't always want to have tap water. You want to switch it up and let your body be versatile with dealing with different types of
Oh,
water.
my body is versatile, right? I've been drinking pee-pee water for the past 6 weeks.
Pee-pee water.
It tastes like piss.
Oh, okay. She's in the service and
The water in South Carolina on the base tastes like pee-pee water. Talking about, it's from a well. Well, they pee in the well because it tastes like pee-pee water.
oh, well water usually tastes really good. I hope that well water is good. It's like okay to drink. No, well water usually tastes real. You don't need that much. All right, so we're gonna let this stew down again until all of the vegetables and the yams and stuff are tender. Maybe about 15-20 minutes. We'll check it.
So now, after about 15
I
minutes,
almost
you go
forgot
back and retrieve
to put the fish back in. I almost forgot. So, once you have that stew there, you actually want the flavor of the fish to go back in it. I put it in the This is not pre-cooked rice. This is about 3 cups that I'm adding at first. And then I will look and see if I need a little bit more. And from the looks of it, and the amount of sauce that I have, I'm gonna need some more. Definitely need some more rice. So we don't want it to be too soft and mushy. So we're gonna add some more rice. This one I didn't rinse. This looks to be about another cup and a half. lot of rice. Can be eating rice for days. Well, my sister can take some home with her. She's redoing her kitchen still. So, I guess it would be a good thing to be able to have some food to take home that doesn't need to be cooked. You can just put it in the toaster oven, which is electric. She has no kitchen, so she only has a toaster oven. I think they have a hot plate too, I'm not sure. Got a whole lot of rice in here. So this looks to be, that might be a little too much rice now. But looking at the recipe, I could see like how full the rice was in comparison to how much stew. So I want to have that same look, so I know that it won't be too much stew to rice. And I think this is going to be good. So that was approximately 5 cups of rice that I used. I didn't really measure. It's approximate. Okay. So now what they say is you want the heat to stay in. I might add 1 more cup. You want the heat to stay in. And what they do, well, we don't usually do this, but that's what they do. In the recipe is they covered it over with a little foil. They also say you can use like parchment paper. Cup. Make sure that's well incorporated. So I took out all of the vegetables, by the way. Yes, this is what it looked like. I took out all of the vegetables, and the only thing I left in here was the bay leaves and the hot pepper. Yeah, so they kind of patted it down, and this is kind of what it looked like. The pot was very full, and you could see just a little bit of the sauce and the kind of coming up. So they had it on high, and then they turned it down. So that's what I'm going to do. And they covered it with tin foil. I'm going to use parchment paper. Because they say you can use the parchment paper. So that's what I'm going to use. And that helps to keep the heat in. Helps to keep the heat in. Can you guys see that? And you let it cook. And then that's it. We're going to let it cook. Then we're going to turn back. We're going to come back in about 15 minutes and we'll turn it. On the rice from time to time and turning it and adding little bits of water at a time, and I kept the fire very, very low because I didn't want to, heating up my yassa from that I made the other day, I didn't want to, and I think that's heated up enough, trying to just add a little bit of water at the time because I'm not used to making this amount of rice. So I'd rather it need to add water, than have too much and not have enough. Have too much water. Whoa. My camera's forever trying to fall. Have too much water and then it's like, you know, too mushy. So I think this might be almost done. I want to turn the inside out and get that outside kind of under. Again, I'm gonna take a little to taste. Cover it back. Keep that water in as much as possible. And it's on really, really, really low. And I'm gonna taste. Yum. That's really good.